You've almost breaking my record for black rhino, so I just want to show you all of them quickly. There's 3 black rhino, and we'll have a closer look in a minute. Then there's one very far away down on the tree line. Can you see that one down there, just behind the topi? There's number 4, and then there's 5 and 6 to the right of us. How cool is that? So many black rhino together. The most I've ever seen together is 7, but they were all standing quite close to one another. There were lions around, but this is amazing. I don't think I've seen so many before. Manu, we can go up a little bit closer. What do you think? I just quickly stopped because I wanted to show you. I'm going to go up a little bit closer. I want to just see how they react. Of course, they've stopped, but let's just edge on along. That's amazing. It looks like maybe a mom and calf behind us. I don't know what the sexes are up ahead of these rhino. I would assume the one far away that was down by his on its own would be a male, but it's quite difficult to tell. I just want to get up a little bit closer. That's incredible. The last time I was lucky, we had 4 rhinos together, and I thought that was pretty special. This takes it to a whole nother level. Seeing 6 rhino within just a few hundred meters of each other. They don't seem too bad, actually. One's a little bit agitated, but it looks like it's relaxing its tail now. There we go. Now they've settled down again. And they're not bothered by us at all. Let's quickly see who's who. If who's male and female. I think this is a male. We've seen that rhino before with the very tattered ears. That looked like a female walking behind that one on the left. Let's see what that one is. That's another female. So there's 2 girls there. And I'm pretty sure that one with the tattered ears, which we'll see now, is going to turn. We'll be able to identify, yeah, that's a male. So how great is that? So 2 females, and those are fully grown cows as well. They don't look to be very young, and he's a very, very lucky fella to have so many females around. So there we go. For those of you that always thought black rhino were on their own, and typically they are, male and female do mark and defend territories, but I think they're a lot more social than what we actually realize. And Mr. David Attenborough, I think it was David Attenborough, he had, I can't remember which documentary it was, and I think it was in Namibia, where there was, I can't even tell you how many rhinos around a watering hole. Now, that would be quite common to have, say, 10 or 11 black rhino around a watering hole. Obviously, it's a common source. Everybody has to share it. You can't just own that watering hole. But out in the open, I mean, there's no real reason for them to be together. So it just goes to show. Also, those houses, that's just the staff accommodation for the people that work at the Olololo gate. That's amazing. Now, Evelyn, you've said, wait, is this actually live? Yeah, yes, it is. This is happening right now in the well, not in the Masai Mara National Reserve. That's on the other side of the Mara River. We are in the Mara Triangle, and it is 7:32 Eastern African time. Pretty cool, eh? Then we get to see this. There's the other rhino with a calf. I'm pretty sure that's a calf. It just looks much smaller. And also tailing right next to mom. But we'll have to see when yeah, that looks like a cow and a young sub-adult. Very nice with all the topi in the background too. They must have been in the annual meeting. Perhaps it was the Christmas function for the black rhino in the Mara Triangle last night, and they're all just heading home. Oh, she looked like she stumbled. I wonder what rhinos prefer to drink. And where's our other friend? He's disappeared. Oh no, there he is. He's still there, just moving very slowly. Now, Octo, you're wondering, what is the anatomy of a rhino's foot? Well, they've got 3 toes, so they're odd-toed ungulates. I wish you could see a track on the floor a little bit better, because unfortunately I don't think a rhino is going to willingly lift its foot up for me. But they've got an interesting design. We'll have to try and find you a rhino track. The best place to see rhino tracks are actually in the Sabi Sand, because it is so sandy. Then you can have a look. I have seen rhinos up close, and I've touched rhinos just from darting and colouring and taking blood samples and notching ears on the various reserves that I've worked on. There was even one rhino that was one male white rhino that got into a fight with another fella, and unfortunately his horn pierced the sheath of his penis, which was obviously a problem. And because rhinos are, of course, an endangered species, the Sabi-Sandville made the decision to jump in and help. And they went and they cut away the dead tissue. It became horribly infected, and they ended up saving that rhino's life. So that was the last time that I got to interact up close with a big male white rhino. I've also touched black rhino before and seen their feet and looked at their lips down in the Eastern Cape. That was many years ago, though. Where we also, again, we collared the black rhino, put ankle collars around them, and that was incredible to see as well, being a part of that entire process. Wow, what a great start to the morning. But we are going to keep searching for our lions. The rhinos are walking in the direction where we're going to go and look for the lions. So hopefully, we'll see an interaction between those two species. How exciting would that be? But Tristan is still on a bumble this morning in the Sabi Sand. The miserable weather is keeping the animals at bay. Who knows, maybe the sun will break through the clouds.